is expecting the 76ers to fail this season. But after this new shocking news about Joel Embiid, things will be different. Skinny Joel Embiid shocks 76ers fans, sparks hope for another MVP season. We all know what a good body transformation can really do to a star player. We're seeing that in Luka Doncic of the Lakers. So far this summer in FIBA, he's literally been dominating playing for Slovenia, dropping 40-point games in Europe, and it's all because he's taking his body seriously, and we're seeing the results in an actual basketball game. Luka Doncic is the prime and perfect example, and with Joel Embiid also in that same mix, we're also going to expect him to do the same. Who remembers 2022-23 Joel Embiid, the MVP of the league, who averaged 33.1 points a game, 10.2 rebounds, 4.2 assists, even contributing 1.7 blocks, stealing the MVP away from Nikola Jokic. Sixers fans are hoping for that Joel Embiid to come back this year. The Sixers are coming off a disastrous 2025 season. They were 13th in the Eastern Conference. Literally a year before, they were in the playoff picture to literally not even being close. Don't forget last season, they signed Paul George to a 4-year, $211.6 million deal, expecting the team to take huge jumps to take over the Eastern Conference. But after not even making the playoffs, fans were starting to not believe in this team. But on September 9th, the Sixers posted this picture of the team getting ready for the season. But this one picture of Joel Embiid stood out. He looks like he's in great shape. And what fans are believing is that Joel took this offseason to take care of his body, which could really help in him having a good season where he's healthy. They even posted this video of Joel working out with a nice beautiful elbow jumper. The fact that the Sixers are publicly posting Joel Embiid practice means he's ready. He's gonna be good for the season. Even this clip of VJ Edgecombe dunking is encouraging. Or maybe even Paul George working out. So as of right now, with the Eastern Conference being wide open, Tyrese Haliburton is out, Jason Tatum is out, Sixers do have some hope with their team if their star is healthy. But there's something really important about Joel Embiid's surgery that he had this summer that you need to know about. Shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring the channel. Easy Buckets family, the NBA season is about to start and tickets are now available on SeatGeek. They have the best apps out there. They're cheap, they're reliable, they work, and you can get them on the app or go on the website with the link in the bio. On checkout, be sure to use my discount promo code EasyBuckets with an S at the end to get an extra $20 off your first purchase. Your cheap tickets on SeatGeek just became cheaper. So at the beginning of the offseason, news broke out that Joel Embiid underwent another arthroscopic procedure on his left knee. And when that news came out, fans were skeptic because of Joel Embiid's long injury history.
First of all, appreciate your time. Every time we hear about Joel Embiid and his injuries, it's like, oh boy, this guy can't catch a break. So tell us why somebody in his position would need this type of surgery.
Well, you know, a lot of twisting and landing and hard bending as you play basketball results in tremendous stresses across the knee. And last season, he did have a torn meniscus in his knee and had surgery and then came back for the playoffs. But, you know, these injuries can recur because once you injure the knee, the meniscus, it's tenderized and it can be re-injured again. And so there are often times when you re-injure the same part.
This is literally the full injury history of Joel Embiid. You can tell all the way from 2015, he already got injured. We know he missed a couple of seasons, and then of course many times in the playoffs in the 2020 century, he tore his meniscus, a torn ligament in his thumb, a grade 1 sprained LCL in his right knee in the playoffs in 2023. Of course, in 2024, a torn meniscus in his left knee. More recently, he had a sprained left foot. You can tell that the injuries for Joel Embiid has really ridiculed his career. And specifically for the surgery he had this past off season, a knee scope is far from a guaranteed of a solution when the greater issue is that after years of damage from both injuries and the grind of the NBA, Embiid's knees have certainly seen a significant reduction in cartilage.
I'll show you, you know, this is a model of the knee here, and if I take the kneecap and back it down a little bit, pull it back, we can see the inside of the knee, and these structures here are called meniscus, the soft cartilage, and this is hard cartilage. And if the meniscus, in this case here, is stuck, and then it pops, you can feel catching and popping in the knee.
Oh.
This is hard cartilage, and if that cartilage gets worn by the meniscus popping, it can also cause swelling in the knee. And so these symptoms are very difficult to play with.
After getting that surgery, the recovery was 1 to 2 months, but even people are saying he should sit out an entire year so his knee can recover properly. So with this in mind, my prediction for the 76ers is they're gonna try to play Joel Embiid at the beginning of the season and see how successful their team is. But if the Sixers start losing and Joel Embiid continues to get injured again and again and again, it's more than likely they might actually send him out for a longer recovery to prepare him for the next season, because he's still on contract with them for a couple of years. The Sixers still have to sign Quentin Grimes as well. I believe they should not let him go. Grimes was one of the biggest highlights of the entire NBA last season, and I do believe the Sixers have to do whatever they can to bring him back, because his game would literally fit the entire team off the bench's playing style, and of course elevate them in terms of their depth, and also give them a scoring option if their star players are injured. Grimes re-signing in Philadelphia seemed to be the safest restricted free agency bet, but those talks have also dragged on. The expectation persists that the sides will ultimately hash out no less than a 3-year deal. These were his statistics playing for the Sixers last year: 21.9 points, 5.2 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and 1.5 steals. These are legit all-star numbers, so bringing him in on a 3-year deal on a restricted free agency contract would be a bang for the buck for Philly, and they have to capitalize now. Philly fans are also excited for Jared McCain to get back on the court, and from what he's saying, he is ready. Philadelphia 76ers guard Jared McCain said his plan for sure was to return to play in training camp after his promising rookie season was cut short because of a torn meniscus. So the success of the Sixers have to be around Paul George as well, although he had expected to enter the 2025-26 season healthy and motivated. That wasn't the case because he injured his left knee in a workout in the offseason, which resulted in him having a knee arthroscopic surgery. And of course, the fact he had that surgery, he's gonna miss the beginning of the season. Only updates are that George is out for the start of training camp and may not play in the preseason. Too early to tell there. The best case scenario for Paul George is he misses preseason but is ready for the regular season to help the Sixers start off strong for their playoff aspirations. So I'm gonna put down a bold prediction. The Sixers are gonna surprise us this season, even with their health, and I do believe they're gonna make a strong playoff run. With that, let me know your thoughts. What is your prediction on what the 76ers are gonna do this season? Let's get a chat going in the comments below. But the Lakers are going to trade away Dalton Knecht, and I believe they're going to trade him away this season because they want to build the best roster now that can win them a championship this year. And Dalton Knecht is the best trading piece they've got. Check out this video for all the details. But other than that, take it easy. God bless. See y'all next time on Easy Buckets. Peace.